So I would absolutely love to have like a big Disney line with, you know, all these characters and sort of this scale-ish. Maybe Maleficent is a little bit too tall considering how tall is she? This is like Loki, and I mean, I guess Maleficent could be like a little bit taller, so I guess this is fine. But anyway, well, we have a sort of good-looking figure of one of the greatest villains in all of animation, and they do this. Why? Like, why would you want to have her posed with her arms out, like, all the time? There is, like, a joint here, as you can see, here on the side. But, like, come on. And you can... I just don't understand why they bothered giving her, like, articulation, but none of it is gonna, like, look good. Like, this thing here, why would they... Come on. Diamond Select, come on. It's not exactly like they couldn't engineer in like a swivel joint here because, you know, like, take a look at this. Like, half the figure is missing. Like, this is completely empty. And so, you know, I'm gonna try to do something about this awful articulation. So I have these joints here. I am going to pop these arms out. I'm gonna just heat them up and pull, and I'll see what happens. You can just pull the arms off after... heating them up. So thankfully you can just pop the arms off if you heat them up enough. They sit in there pretty tight though, but so the idea here is to basically just replace this. So I'm gonna like hollow out this bit here. I'm gonna cut off this entire joint and then I'm gonna hollow it out so this joint like flows a bit more naturally into the rest of the arm, and then I'm gonna reattach it. And we're also gonna fill this in with some glue so the joint can actually fit there nicely, like so. So let's get to it. So starting off, we're just gonna grind this bit down. So next up, I'm gonna use my rotary tool here, and I'm just gonna like hollow out a crevice here so I can integrate this joint a bit better. So really not like the most beautiful patchwork of all time, but as you can see, here we have it, it's hollowed out, and I have the joint here, and we're just gonna slot this down like so, and ta-da! And then we can attach the arms like so eventually. So the issue here is that it's a little bit too narrow here, so I'm gonna have to remove some plastic here so the joints will fit a bit better. So here she is completed after all my mods. I obviously did the shoulders here, and I also decided to do the same thing to the elbows, because originally they were completely static. Well, they were static as in the joint was like only able to go sideways, so you couldn't really do a normal curl on the elbow here. So yeah, I also shortened the arms a little bit because originally they were down. Like, they already looked like they're down quite far, but originally they were down, like, more to, like, here, and it just looked really, really dumb. I couldn't actually find any reference pictures in the movie where she has her arms straight down, so I could see if that was accurate or not, but this looks just better. And, you know, she can hold her staff quite nicely now. Well, not really nice, because these hands are absolutely useless. But I also repainted and slightly resculpted the face. We can take a closer look at it. Maleficent, the original figure, didn't really look very pretty. Like, Maleficent is quite beautiful in the animated movie. And part of it was because of the eyes. They were, like, just quite oddly shaped and she looked really sleepy. So I resculpted the eyes a little bit. I removed, like, a big part here, like here towards the edges of the eyelashes, and I repainted everything and slightly resculpted it. And I also made her mouth a little bit wider. I shrunk down her pupils a little bit because her eyes are quite small in the movie. This is obviously also based on the Kingdom Hearts design, so she looks a little bit different, but I don't know. I'm happy with how she turned out, at least. I hope Super 7 eventually gets around to making a proper Maleficent figure, because they've been doing their Disney Classic figures now for like 2 waves, I think, and they haven't really done a character I really feel like I need, but if they made a Maleficent, I would gladly pre-order one. Just as long as it's not the stupid live-action movie, because I hate that atrocity. Ugh. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.
Now shall you deal with me, O Prince, and all the powers of hell!